foto lo que pueda.
¿Por qué no video?
Está bien.
Okay. Joshua's gonna be para allá because todo hombres. There's so many people. Okay. I'd be scared too, honestly. I don't know why. Mira, Joshua?
No, no already.
Oh, okay. say, I don't know. ¿En Joshua?
Todavía no había para pasar allá.
Pues todas estas señoras ya.
Yo no he visto pasar allá, no sé si
yo
lo
no.
pasó. Yo de márcale allá, pues no lo vi pasar.
No, pero ahí no puede contestar. Mira, ya está.
¿Dónde está Yalta? Yo no lo he visto.
Yeah, heard the call. He can answer the call.
No lo vi yo.
Yo no vi, yeah, I didn't see him, but hey. That'd be funny to be that one guy that everyone forgot. And like, oh, hey, I'm here last moment. That'd be fucking funny. But messed up
If
too.
everyone just could remain standing, we will have the national anthem sung by our mandarins.
¿Dónde está?
Dexo.
¿Dónde están?
Too bad I can't zoom while I'm recording.
You can be seated. Thank you.
Hey.
And thanks, Girls Ensemble and Barbershop.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it is East High School 2013.
Welcome. We are honored today to have as distinguished guests from the Salt Lake City School District Board of Education, Board President Christy Sweat, Board Vice President Heather Bennett, Board members Rosemary Emery and Tiffany Sandberg. Representing the Utah State Board of Education, we have Leslie Brooks Castle, and from the Salt Lake City School District Board of Education, Laurel Young, who will be accepting the class of 2013 and tonight's speaker. We are also honored to have Salt Lake City School District's Business Administrator, Janet Roberts, and our Salt Lake City School District High School Director, Kenneth Grover. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, friends, relatives, class of 2013, welcome to the graduation ceremony that is about to commence. Without a single doubt, this is the greatest senior class in the country. This couldn't be true without an incredible supporting cast of exemplary teachers and staff that are second to none. Let's give our teachers a round of applause. And in my opinion, the most incredible community that I have had the distinct honor and privilege of working with. Because our graduates will be recessing at the end of the ceremony, they'll be recessing out, we would ask that no one come down to the floor and meet your graduates outside or in the hallways upstairs for pictures. So welcome to all. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this special day. We will start by listening to a musical selection by our own East High's Acapella Choir. Thank you.
Did you text back? Yeah. Did you text back though? No. Fuck it, try calling him. They're funny. Not really. He's too ghetto. He'll for sure do it.
¿Qué color de camisa se puso Flash? No, camisa por dentro. Porque hay uno que le haya muy parecido, pero tiene camisa como beige.
I wonder how long is it gonna be. Right there.
Hay más mujeres badadas que hombres.
Sí.
Porque fíjate cuántas sillas vacías hay de mujeres y cuántas sillas vacías de hombres hay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Vacías.
11 sillas todo?
11 vacías. Empty.
Empty.
Y de men, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yo no sé. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tiene 16 en todas las rodas. So,
Siempre échate una mirada para atrás y párate. Un ratito
22
para que no te alcance la
empty,
gente.
the men.
22,
22
Pero lo
right here,
cumples de graduarte,
11.
11.
I'm 10 más mujeres.
Porque mira, ahorita no miramos.
There's 10 more
muchas
women than
cosas.
guys. Okay.
So, as I brainstormed about how to start my talk, I realized that I didn't want to start off with a traditional quote. I wanted to lift you up with the coolest song lyrics. So this is what I decided. Thank you. Thank you to all the parents, teachers, and administrators who believed in us when we felt we couldn't make it. Thanks to our friends and family who carried us on their shoulders when we felt like we couldn't be possible. And thanks to the class of 2013 sitting in front of me, for being peers, classmates, supporters, while I learned how to be the best senior class president I could be. I am grateful we traveled it together. Being a leopard for the past 4 years has helped to define who we are, and I know you can all agree with me on this. On this day, we are not leaving our leopard spots behind. We will take them with us for the next part of our journey, knowing that our fierce pride and determination will help to define our future successes. We are going to become great at whatever we do. To paraphrase my good friend, Dr. Seuss, we are off to great places, and today is our day. Our mountain is waiting, so let's get on our way. I can assure you that our mountain is waiting. We will fight the hard fight and overcome trials. We will push ourselves to new heights, and we will conquer fears and stereotypes. 10 years ago, even though I was in the 2nd grade, I didn't know the power of what education can do for me. I only went to school because if I didn't, my father would come home and discipline me. I was a follower and did whatever it took to fit in. As I moved up grade levels, I started to change, but not for the good. And soon after, I was getting in a lot of trouble. I would always let what happened at home affect my days in school. When my brother was taken to prison for gang activity, I thought to myself, this is my future. When I was in the 6th grade, my dad had a stroke. Suddenly, the walls at home began closing in. I became antisocial and didn't trust anyone. I thought my life was a miserable mess, and I knew it wasn't normal. I thought to myself, why am I even here? I didn't have to get arrested to be in prison. I was already there. When I got to high school, I didn't think about my future. I was sloughing, which led to my failing most of my classes. One day after school, I went home and saw that the power was out. My mom said, we don't have the money to pay for the power bill. Seeing her pain and stress, I couldn't offer anything more than, sorry, Mom. With tears in her eyes, she said, don't worry, just continue and stay in school. That's the minute I began making changes in my life. With my older brother in jail and my dad unable to work, now I was the man of the house, and I was only 15 years old. I had responsibilities. I wanted to live up to the dreams of my parents who immigrated to the U.S. from Tonga. I knew I had to change my course, so following the advice of Peter Drucker, who said, the best way to predict the future is to create it, I made the choice to be responsible. And my words to you, live with the knowledge that we are who we allow ourselves to become. No matter the language you speak or the color of our skin, we are all leopards with a story yet to write. I am not the kind of person to stand up here and tell you where you should end up or how to live your life. Rather, I am the cheerleader who stands 100% behind you and support you and cheering you on. And today is that day. We will close this chapter and open a new one. Go out to great places, new adventures, and new relationships. We are the future, and with pride, I challenge you to go forward, remembering what lies in the heart of a leopard, pride and perseverance, strength, to live our best lives. Thank you.
That was touching, actually. Very touching. Very touching. Just to lower the mic.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. This is a powerful statement, and sadly, many of us have not seen the power of this knowledge as freshmen, sophomores, or even juniors. But now, here we are, in our caps and gowns, ready to shake the hands of our teachers and administrators, eager to collect our diplomas and throw our hats in the air. Our future is here. Many of us are headed off to college to study some more and make a better life for us than our families had. Me, I was homeless, off and on for 6 years. Life was not easy, and my future was not bright. So I had to focus on the possibility of what could be, not what might be. My determination and drive is what I focused on. I didn't look at what I didn't have. I looked forward to what I wanted. I will be attending Westminster College in the fall on a full-ride scholarship.
Congratulations.
But we didn't get here alone. Did you know there are 110 teachers at East High, offering our class of 435 seniors a variety of courses and programs to help us learn how to be better students and leaders? Educated people looked at what would be best for us, predicted what we would need to be the best we could be, and created an environment where learning and exploration was available to each and every one of us. We just had to take the opportunity. We survived the tests, homework, essays, and detentions. We should be proud to have made it here in one piece. In all seriousness, today is a milestone for each one of us and our families, and it is to our loved ones that we owe our deepest thanks. After today, we leave the protection of our high school, the community of our friends and teachers, and set out to make our way in the world. Who knows where our individual paths will take us in the world beyond Salt Lake City? And the world around us is changing quickly. We carry our smartphones, and it places a world of information at our fingertips. Computers and technology are a driving force for this generation. How many of us have heard the stories of our parents and their parents before them? We have opportunities that were not even known to them a short time ago. Life is like a book of many chapters, some better than others. To my fellow classmates and the class of 2013 graduates, if there is a handbook for how to navigate our future paths as leaders and citizens, if there's a method for thinking about which careers to choose, which risks to take, and what sorts of persons to become, I can think of no better advice than this year's graduation theme. To create the future we imagine by looking behind us with good memories and forward with hope and determination. Congratulations to all of us. Go make your mark on the world, East High, class of 2013, to our next chapter. Thank you.
I'm just too lazy to clap that to him.
One ship drives east, and another drives west, with the self-same winds that blow. 'Tis the set of the sails, and not the gales, which tells us the way to go. Like the winds of the sea are the ways of fate, as we voyage along through life. 'Tis the set of the soul that decides its goal, and not the calm or the strife. The Winds of Fate by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Well, here I am. My final hour as a student of East High. I showed up. I made it. Graduation speeches are tasked with this enormous job of imparting some final pieces of wisdom, and I'm supposed to do it in just a couple of minutes, and I'm still supposed to make it uplifting, witty, insightful, and funny. So let me just say, this isn't as easy as it looks. I'm supposed to send you all off with some advice on how to ensure a bright future, or at least I'm supposed to convince you that that bright future is what's in store eventually. I confided in a friend when I started this speech many months ago that I wanted it to be polite, but also honest. I confided that I had seen enough canned graduation speeches to last a lifetime, and that I had to make my own somewhat of an exception. The truth is, I don't want to give a speech about how bright our futures will be, and I don't want to convince you that all the dreams that you have today will come true, because I've learned firsthand that you don't always get the future that you always dreamt of. If I had to teach something, I'd teach about how to find happiness in the future that you'll one day get, and not the one that you always thought would be yours. Let me start by reminding you that we might be able to build our own future. It won't all go according to plan. Ask any contractor how building anything turns out. It can sometimes be a total disaster. The carpenters that never show up, the windows that get installed backwards, the keys that mysteriously go missing, and a myriad of other home improvement problems. Yep, I said it here first, folks. Life is a lot like home improvement.
Really good show.
Because, and this is the shocker, none of us gets the perfect home that we always dreamt of. In fact, most of us won't even get the perfect remodel. The truth is, we never really get the future that we always hope for. We only learn to love the future that we get. To put it in home improvement terms, we learn to love the homes that we live in, and not the ones we always dreamt of building. I sat with a teacher this year and cried because I lost the future that I had spent 3 years building for myself. And no, not because I didn't get into the colleges that I wanted to, or because my parents took away my iPhone. No, I cried because my remodel felt like a total disaster. I think that maybe the pipes burst, or maybe I just wasn't zoned correctly. Maybe there were cracks in the foundation. I'm still not really sure. To make a long, sad story almost really short, I was sick. And I didn't know when I would stop being sick. And I didn't know if there was still a future for me. I didn't know if I was going to get my home after all in the end. But I guess the wise words of Ella Wilcox's beautiful poem rang true in my heart, even if they weren't so clear in my distraught brain. 'Tis the set of the sails, and not the gales, which tells us the way to go. So I guess, if I had to make a difference, and if you only gave me a few minutes to try and change someone's life, and if you only gave me a few minutes to try and give a new generation some wisdom, that's what I'd tell them. I tell them that it's all about the set of your sails, that truly we build our futures for ourselves. I tell them that things won't turn out perfect. In fact, they won't even turn out close to perfect. And one day, you're going to have a gale knocking against your own door like I had a hurricane pushing against mine. One day, you're going to fall down, and you're going to feel defeated. And maybe you've already felt that way. Let me just tell you, and I'll tell you frankly, some of us have already been defeated, knocked down, and torn apart. And some of us still have those days of defeat left ahead of us. But today, this hour, this moment, we are given a rare opportunity. Today, class of 2013, we set our sails in a new direction. Thank you.
Basically, our lives are like home improvement. That's what I got out of it. Oh my god. My mom wants you to turn it off. I'm like, no.
¿Ya localizaste allá? ¿Ya localizaste allá?
No, no me tocó tocar los datos.
Yeah, just see you guys when this is about done.